Zoom started. Yo, Zoom be tripping me up. Anyways, welcome to another video. No name for this one yet, unfortunately. We'll have one by the next episode. But we want to talk about sports. Yo, like I feel like I tried doing this earlier, but it didn't work out. I needed the right people. Need the right not gang members. Let me chill on that.
I'm we better watch out.
Let me chill on that. But let me introduce the what's it called? People joining me on this episode. First, we got Toxic Bunch member Estifanos. Say what's up.
Was cracking. I popped out with my Mets t-shirt today. The logo faded off, but let's get into the sports though.
Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I know one baseball player's name is Mookie Betts. Anyways, introducing was it two-time?
I can pull out the other t-shirt. I could pull out the other t-shirt.
You're done.
Nah.
You're done.
We'll save it for later.
Yeah. We'll save it for later. You're done. All right. Can I get back to what I was saying now? All right, thank you. Anyways, introducing two-time Deacon Chatter podcast member Nebiu. What's good?
What's going on with y'all? Y'all been?
Hey, yo.
I'm excited for this.
I am excited for this. Because on the behind the scenes, me and Neb, we've been playing and you too, Steve. We've been playing fantasy for the past
who dubbed this year?
Yeah,
you were in the midst of a champion.
All right. Damn, before he starts spreading lies to y'all,
my boy Thomas really had 56 points off of Kamara, and I still came back.
Before
I forgot all about that.
That was a tough championship.
All right, bro. Now you're making me go to read y'all the rest of the people who I had on my team and how many points they dropped week 17.
Hey, Nebi, pull out the group chat, man. Pull out the group. He was talking crazy.
Bro. Like I know. All I know is that I was getting dubs with everybody. I only lost 3 games that whole season.
Here's what happened.
2 of them went to Emmanuel too. That man had a stacked team.
Emmanuel should have won. Like he had Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, Justin Jeffrey. This dude was popping off every week for him, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I beat him too. I was laughing when I beat him. I think I forget who he had. Someone was injured or something like that. I was laughing. I was like, damn, that's tough. Like his knee really just caught.
I think I was playing you 1 week, Thomas, and then you had like.
Oh, that was the game. Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, and Tyreek Hill both popped out for 25 plus. I remember that game.
Halftime. I was happy I wasn't playing. It was halftime. Tyreek Hill had 45 points. I was like,
yeah. Oh, every year I always have the highest score.
It was against the Bucks, which leads me to say, if somehow, some way, the Super Bowl is like, what's it called? The Bucks and the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
I will not watch.
I don't think I'd watch either. I mean, actually, because think about it.
They can't guard him. They can't guard Tyreek. They can't guard Tyreek. They can't guard Tyreek Hill.
I don't know. But like, think about the Buccaneers. Who's guarding Mike Evans, Antonio Brown? Yo, the Chiefs defense got him better. Because when you think about it, how they were 2 years ago when Pat was like first getting into the playoffs and stuff.
Oh no, they got a nice front office. Like I'm telling you right now. I mean, Steven, we know living up where we are. When the Washington football team let go of a young back named Rashad Breeland, when they let him go for I don't know what, no, they just released him and said he was uncoachable. That boy in his rookie year strapped Des Bryant in his prime. Like this dude probably would have been Jalen Ramsey before Jalen Ramsey was Jalen Ramsey.
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but
no, this dude is talented, bro.
He was good. Like,
let's get ahead of ourselves.
All right,
bro. Like, if he had bro, it just upsets me. But I mean, hey, I'm happy he's doing better. He got a ring now. Good for him. He would have.
He's a ring.
He with the Chiefs, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay, and they traded Kendall Fuller to the Chiefs too.
No,
with the Alex Smith deal.
Oh, they got him back from this because he's back.
He's back. Yeah, I mean, he came back, but he won the ring, came back. He got what he needed.
I'm so sorry. I had to say this. Like, this dude is a liability.
Kendall Fuller?
Yes. DeAndre Johnson and the Steelers literally worked him.
Your corners were all liability.
He had one route I'll never forget where he, had him looking stupid. DeAndre Johnson ran the back of the end zone and then just did a quick turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had Kendall Fuller was still looking opposite way, and then I was like, "Oh my god!" And then did you not see against Tampa Bay? This dude was running after Mike Evans all game. Mike Evans had a step on him all.
It's Mike Evans, bro. I'm not even going to cap.
Mike Evans is a little too tough.
I'm an Eagles fan, so I can't sit here and talk about corners because we have an all-pro corner on the roster who's getting burnt. So like,
It's like, no, I ain't gonna hold you. When Darius Slay got the work from DK, I was like, damn.
I was like, bro, like, what do you
DK gave him
to
the
do?
work. I think
Like,
it
yo,
was,
like,
I was playing one of y'all. No, I was playing Emmanuel. I was down like I think 3 points, right? And I had DK left, right?
yeah.
But by the time it was halftime, I was winning. Like he was working Darius Slay one-on-one.
There was one game.
But then again, you don't want to put DK and Metcalf one-on-one. Like that's not gonna go for you when you defense.
And I don't know why we were playing man. Like like DK doesn't do anything against zone teams. Like if you look at the teams they played, and if DK
only cornerback to actually do something against him in man coverage is
exactly. Jalen Ramsey's who gave him the work. What he said, take your shirts and hats to Cabo. I was laughing.
Because Jamal Adams over here talking about he wants some shirts and.
You know what's funny? Jamal Adams drops back in coverage like less than 25 times a game. Like that's not even that many times a game.
He's a glorified linebacker.
He is. He basically he's like, I don't know if y'all know who Deion Buchanan is. He's a hybrid linebacker. He's a safety, but he just either blitzes or he's
what it means is he's fast. He got hands. He can hit hard.
I have better hands than Jamal Adams. Like if we play catch, like I'm catching more balls than him. Pause.
Yeah, I remember I used to play football. They used to be like DBs or wide receivers can't catch it.
He has two. Like there's like Julius Peppers has more picks than Jamal Adams. Julius Peppers is missing a finger. Oh, he's missing a finger. Like dog. He plays like this. Like this finger's not here. Remember the firework accident back in like 2015?
Oh, that's Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, JPP.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like that man with missing a finger and a half, I think.
He's still tough though. That man, the way he edge rushes, boy, he gets to you, bro. Like
he has like what?
Okay. I want to say this right now, bro. Can we all admit here right now that Tom Brady, like the refs, just on his tip forever?
Yeah, they suck him. It's the same thing with LeBron. Have you seen
watching this Washington football team? Like, what's it called? The amount of holding that went uncalled in that game, bro.
I saw it,
bro. Literally at one point they could have literally they had my boy what's it called? I think it was Montez Sweat. They just held his face mask. No call. I was like,
I saw that. It was like on SportsCenter or something like that.
Yeah, that same play.
They compared it.
Gronk got a catch and booked it all the way to I think the 5 or the 10-yard line. But look, bro, they was holding all night and they were just turning the blind eye.
I mean, it's when you get to that status, the refs kind of they just want you to win.
Yeah, they just I compare it to LeBron, bro. Like the calls that LeBron be getting. Like I literally saw LeBron push off and get a shooting foul for him. I was like, but he's the one who extended the arm. I'm confused. Like it should be
refs. I mean, it just blow. You always seen that. I think when you as you get older, as you get better, the refs starting to. You remember that little meme where Michael Jordan was going off and referee and referee like, I ain't seen, but I believe you, Michael. Like that's that's how that did it with refs. Like it sets me to my core. Like, bro, I'll never forget. I think I was watching one game. I think it was it was the playoff game between the Chiefs and the Patriots, not the year, but this year, but the year before. But
yeah, it was the game that they missed.
Tom Brady had the ball in his hand, right?
Yeah.
And the lineman hit it this, put his hand right here where he had the ball in his hand.
Yeah. No,
I was like, bruh,
but wasn't that the same year they missed the call for the Saints?
Yeah. The Saints got hoed 3 years in a row.
No, bro. They literally the pass interference the year off. Kyle Rudolph pushed off so hard, bro.
No, that was easily an offensive pass.
Bro, I was so blown because I'm an Eagles fan, and the Saints and Eagles have the biggest rivalry because we play each other in the playoffs almost every year. But I was like, yo, come on, I don't like these dudes, but he clearly with 2 hands pushed him off.
The funniest thing with the pass interference, Joe, what's called with the illegal hit, the early hit.
Yeah,
that man literally afterwards was like, bro, I'm surprised there was no flag.
He's on our team. He's on the Eagles.
Yeah, he literally was like, bro, I'm surprised too. Ain't throwing no flag. I was
like, my God. Bro, I could have called.
The year before that was a Minneapolis Miracle with Stephon Diggs.
They didn't get hold. They just played the safety. I don't know what he was. I don't know why you tackle the ball yet. Let's say he doesn't catch the ball, it's still gonna be rough it, some kind of unnecessary roughness or something. It's gonna be a flag down there anyways.
Yeah, that safety or something. What was he doing, bro?
He's actually good. Marcus Williams, that's the dude. He's actually pretty good. He's a starter right now. He's about to get a big payday.
You better watch it every day for motivation. Never done that earlier again.
Let's get back on the topic before
you let some dude named Case Keenum.
What?
beat your
Oh.
whole defense.
Just,
Oh,
just,
and
just
then
to
you
get
want
rocked
the
by the
funny,
Eagles.
you want the
Yeah.
funniest thing? The most mediocre person. Guess what happens?
What?
Washington football team signed him to contract, and he does nothing.
Yeah, that shit was.
Like Washington football team will find the most mediocre person and be like, "Hey, he sounds tough." Like,
Yo, like some
like if you're an OG Washington football team fan, you're gonna be like down the list. Jason Campbell, bro. He sounds fine. What? Like, oh, and then you'd be like, you're like Mark Brunell. I like that name. Like these unknown people, and then they will give you horrible consistency, and you'll be like, let's resign them.
Hey, let's not shit on Jason Campbell though.
Jason Campbell was terrible, bro. Like he
Jason
had one good year
Campbell,
with the Bucks. Like
he had one good game against the Saints when they were undefeated. He showed some.
It was a free jersey.
Bruh, like it was a free, yeah. And then no, it'd be with coaches too. They'd be like, dang, all these tough coaches. Jim Zorn, bro. What? You saw like, bro, they like when I tell you they have disappointed me all my life, I'm just like, I had to leave. I couldn't do it no more, bro. Bro, I'm bad at 22, bro. Let that be known why. Like they just hurt me, bro. I was done. I was like,
This is why the only Washington team that I will like say like I follow them is the Wizards because they have potential. Like they have the pieces,
bro. If you just a Washington team besides like the Capitals, I guess, or the Nationals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your management is horrible. Like,
yeah, I know. Well, Philly.
How the hell do you pick Jim Zorn off any other eligible coach that year? I don't even remember who eligible coaches were. I'll just never forget. This man was a quarterback coach in Seattle.
With who? Who's the quarterbacks? Like it depends. Like some quarterbacks are actually good.
Hasselbeck.
That's not the right quarterback to look at as a like a. You know what I'm saying? Like you've never signed that guy. Be like, yeah, he improved that guy. Like,
and then like you think they gonna learn from their mistakes, bruh?
They never learn, nigga.
John Gruden, let's go.
What was that? And the dude had one playoff appearance. One.
I know. Wait, that was the year that I think that was
they didn't get people out their prime just for namesake, like Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, exactly.
Out their prime. You'd be like, oh, he was so cool with Denver 10 years ago. Let's sign him now.
Like, I'm saying he went to like 1998. Like, go home, bro. Kids.
And speaking of head coaches, did y'all hear that Jacksonville signed Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think nothing's gonna happen.
I don't know. Here's the thing, right?
I mean, they got the first pick, don't they?
Huh?
They got first pick.
Yeah, they do got first.
Yeah, they do. They're gonna get Trevor Lawrence probably.
That's probably gonna be Trevor Lawrence. I'm not gonna lie to you though, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. I mean, look, like Urban Meyer has like what's it called? He's like said like he's giving up on college coaching because he's just too stressful. He was broken down before, so I'm saying like NFL. I don't think it's that much easier than actual college football. It's like I don't know if you can manage that stress levels now.
I don't know because I'm an Ohio State fan, by the way. Like I just started following college football, and my choir coach, teacher, whatever, he's a Ohio State fan. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on his bandwagon because it's not really a bandwagon. But Urban Meyer, like, I think there's a difference between college and NFL simply because the recruiting process, is so annoying. Like, I understand it. Like, it's so annoying. Imagine like you have to go visit these kids, go watch them play like in their state or whatever, or watch film on people like that might not even go to your school. That part is it's definitely stressful.
Yeah.
But like, like you're gonna still have to go to colleges and watch these kids you might draft or watch tape or watch film for that week. Like, preparing for an NFL game is way more stressful than a college football game.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, look, I want him to succeed, no doubt, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it don't look like. I mean, like, if college level was that stressful, like, I don't think NBA is gonna be much lighter. But I mean, like, I'm rich. I'm not gonna buy into hype. I'm gonna give like Jacksonville maybe a good 2-3 years before they start making some noise. But
I mean, I don't think like they have 11 picks in the draft.
Okay, I mean that's
you got 9 picks.
They have 11 picks in the draft.
Yeah, they only have one first round pick though, right? One first round pick and 2/3.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's still good. That's still some good noise, but like, we finna like, I just can't buy into the hype. Like, I have lived through a fandom where we got a quarterback gonna change everything.
Yeah.
That just don't work.
I don't know. Like, I'm a big believer in like, okay, To be honest, I like Gardner Minshew. Like, yo, like he reminds me a lot of like like if you watched him when he was playing, he reminds me of prime Wentz, like 2017 Wentz. I don't like that was the best quarterback that year, and honestly, like he was not as good as Wentz was that year. But like watching him play, like I was like, yo, like who is even like throwing to? Like if you can name an NFL team right now, like I would be like, okay, I know the number one receiver. I look at the Jaguars. Like who is their number one
They've
receiver?
never been stable, bro. But like, I don't know, bro.
Like this is
Exactly.
the same team that had
Nah,
Allen
isn't there one
Robinson.
good player, DJ Chark?
They do, but like I think he was injured last year, so like it doesn't even really count. They have DJ Chark. They have like yo, like you know what I just thought? I thought of Denard Robinson, and he was drafted in 2014. That's how bad it's been.
The
Like
dude
that's
from
literally-
Michigan, right? He was from Michigan.
yeah, he went to Michigan. He was like that running back, quarterback, like
Uh,
that dude.
uh,
Like that's how bad it is.
I
Like,
remember he was in XFL, honestly. But I mean, the thing is, like, what I hate the most is just like they're just so inconsistent. Like they had that one fluke year where they went to the AFC Championship. I was like, what the hell are we doing?
it wasn't fluke. Honestly, like if they had any other quarterback that was more competent than Blake Bortles, they probably would have beat the Patriots. Because if Blake
Let's understand
Bortles,
when you're playing the Patriots, you're playing the referees as well.
you like they should have won that game, and they got they called PI on a 4th and 19, I think, which gave the pass the game. Which like like the small things we don't notice happens almost every
Suspicious,
game.
bro. It's suspicious. Like I'm gonna be watching the Tampa Bay game, and if I see anything out of the ordinary, I'm just gonna hate the NFL, bro. Like they really be selling games. Like I think low key, here's my prediction. So I've been reading some like conspiracy theories that like NFL will like rig like what's called an ending of like playoffs and Super Bowls in favor of a person who had to retire. And mark my word, bro. If Drew Brees wins the Super Bowl off some fluke stuff, the things are good. Off some fluke stuff, we're gonna come back here and talk about this.
I kind of want him to
celebrate
win because
Huh?
I'm gonna still celebrate.
I mean, like, yo,
I got much love for the Saints. I mean, they deserve it. Years of being like messed with. But if it's some like fluke stuff, like they were losing by 10, and then some BS 4 calls go their way, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, nah. But like I like seeing the underdog. Like the Saints are low-key underdogs. Like, yo, he had Taysom Hill coming to replace him, like stuff like that.
The thing is, it won't be the same next. By the way, the Saints have probably one of the worst cap management space right now, bro.
Yeah.
It's all about to go down. Next, I am so intrigued to see. Cause I think if even if Drew Brees retires, right?
No, not even that. I heard if they cut
everyone, they'll still be in debt because they like you know how horrible that is, bro. Imagine cutting everyone on your roster, still owing money, bro. I don't know how they're about to work.
Yeah, I don't know how it would work either. But
you know who was the most disrespected person on that team?
Who?
Jameis Winston.
He's just I don't know. If I was him, I'd be mad.
They put a whole wide receiver, running back, quarterback in before you.
Like, yo, in my opinion, Jameis Winston is 1 year removed. Like literally last year, he led the league in passing yards, and I think passing touch. No, did he? I don't know, but he led the league in interceptions.
My boy literally went like 31 touchdowns to 20, 30, like 31 touchdowns, 30 interceptions.
Yeah, like yo, like his KD was barely positive, like in terms of TDs to interceptions.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry, like how do you do 31 interceptions, 30 interceptions in one season, bro?
I low-key don't blame him though, because the game plan they had last year, for example, the running back, they had the same running back last year to this year, Ronald Jones.
Yeah.
Ronald Jones had less than 500 yards last year. This year has like 1,000. They ran the ball a lot more this year than last. Like he was throwing 35 to like average 35 times a game.
Yeah,
that's
a lot.
That's crazy.
But I mean, yeah, like for all that to be doing that, like even to get like the touchdowns rate, he was up there with the touchdown rate. He's actually balling, but like
35 touchdowns. I was like, yo, like if you limit him
at like the most inconvenient times. Like,
yeah,
imagine having a quarterback where you would have a whole game where you don't throw no picks.
Yeah,
and it's tied 28-28, and you throw a pick in the fourth quarter with like what, a minute left. Like, you know how hurt that would be if I was a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan.
I don't blame him.
Hey, do you think Brady will resign though?
I think he has one more year on his deal. It was a 2 year deal.
2 year, that was 1 year deal.
No, it was 2 years. It's like a 1 year with like a player option if he wants to come back. So that's what people are saying. Like,
do you think he'll come back?
Probably. It depends. Okay, let's say like they win the Super Bowl, I can see him maybe riding off in the sunset because like think about it, like I wouldn't want to come back a year and like let's say they don't make the playoffs and end on a low note. If he wins the Super Bowl, if I'm that's me. I made enough money. My wife
like a
makes
Peyton
more
Manning
money
type.
than me. Yo, I'm out. Like whatever.
How about you, Steve? You think back from that?
I'm with like Thomas. If he wins, he's gonna pull a Peyton Manning and just get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's best to do, to be real with you. I
Like
think
Peyton Manning, like not to get off topic, but like he couldn't throw the ball more than 15 yards downfield. Like they could have just
No
put me in at
cap.
that point.
Didn't his defense win him that Super Bowl?
Yeah, that team had Von Miller,
Von Miller,
Chris,
yeah, Von Miller.
what's his face, the cornerback.
literally imagine having an old line that just sells the Super Bowl. All of them has been good all year, but sells the Super Bowl.
Wait, didn't they play the Carolina Panthers?
You know what I'm saying?
They did.
Carolina Panthers, like
Cam Newton couldn't score either. So I mean, like,
I mean,
look at
Cam
who
Newton,
he's
first of all, he should have died for that fumble. That fumble always lives in my head rent free. How he
I
saw
was
fumble and
watching.
backed away, and it's Super Bowl.
Like it doesn't matter if you're gonna get injured. At least you have the ball. Like they were only down 5, 6. Like
that was really like that sealed the game. He could have came back,
Yeah.
but
and getting a safety on like how do you go 15-1? Proving to be like he was the best quarterback that year.
they
Like
beat Seattle that year. I remember they beat Seattle that year. They were
Exactly.
they damn near went undefeated. I think they lost like close to the end of the season. I think they lost like week 4.
And when they beat Seattle, that was like prime Legion of Boom time with Cam
Chancellor, Sherman, Browner,
like
Wright,
they were
Bobby Wagner, Earl Thomas.
They annihilated that defense.
That's what I'm
with
saying.
The run and the pass, and then you let I don't know, bro. Like, this is really like how like you have like literally like Cliff Averill, also Marcellus Bennett, all on the line, edge rushing you
exactly,
and you hold up, and then you lose to Denver. Bro.
And I think they beat them in the playoffs too. Yeah, they bid to make the Super Bowl. They beat
that's what they did.
Seattle. Yeah. It was fun. They came back. I think they were down, and they came back and beat them.
Bro, like I don't know, bro. Like, and then like I'm not even getting mad at Ron Rivera. I think he did an amazing job with that team, right?
Yeah.
But it's just ever since then everything went downhill. Nobody really came back. Nobody really invested. And like I think like 2 years later, Luke Kuechly retires.
Yeah.
I mean, that team is in a rebuild mode right now. Good luck to them, though.
I don't know. They have a good team. Like they were 3-2 beginning of the season. They were still in the hunt. And then the Saints and the Buccaneers took off. They weren't going to win the division.
I mean, yeah, you were in a tough division with this. Like this year was tough to win that division.
The NFC was way better.
You said what?
Christian McCaffrey is injured, right?
Oh yeah, he was injured
too.
He
played like 2. Had him off the edge. He played like 2 games.
The games he played, he dropped 30. I was like, yo.
Oh yeah, that's hard. But then like he got injured, and then like he came up for a game, and then like he got out for the rest of the season. I was like, all right, like I mean, speed recovery to that man. I mean, Mike Davis.
Yeah.
After the year he's had, if they don't sign him if they don't give him something for sure in Carolina, he's gonna go somewhere else.
I wouldn't stay there. I mean, he has a chance to go get a bigger contract and more touches somewhere else. So
like pair him with the right O line, bro, and the right scheme, bro. That man's gonna get major yards and he's gonna be up there.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question though. Do you think Justin Fields should go to Carolina?
No, because they have Teddy Bridgewater on a 2-year deal for like 40. And I know like this bridge quarterback, they love doing this stuff like this, but that's not their pressing need. Like there's going to be quarterbacks in 2 years that they can get. Like that DJ Ugalele dude from Clemson is still going to be in the draft probably like next year, the year after. And Justin Fields also like, in my opinion, I like him more. Like I like mobile quarterbacks more than, the traditional, because the league's moving towards this option or RPO offense, right? So,
yeah.
You can't just be like the quarterbacks that are coming in now in the league all can somewhat move. Like ever since like the year Carson Wentz got drafted, Jared Goff can somewhat move. Carson Wentz can move. Like everyone that was drafted from there on.
Yeah, that whole what's it called? Pocket passing thing up there is dying out. Like the Tom Brady, Drew Brees. That's if you can't be mobile, you don't got. I don't think you going.
Yeah, like you saw Dwayne Haskins. Like he's not even in the league at this point.
Man, I was rooting for him, bro. But sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
always got the black athletes. You always got to root for them because, like, there's not that many chances somebody starts like that. So,
well, you want him to do well, but like,
I don't like him. Like he's just like his face.
The Carolina game, I just watched him make bad decisions. Like at one point, I'm on TV, like, yo, do that read, and he's just like, triple coverage.
I don't blame him though because
no, all right, bro.
Look,
no, you can't. 4th and 3. My boy had Cam Sims in the flat. Definitely a 5-yard game. He would have had the first down. Throws into triple coverage.
Yeah, I don't know what
these are NFL caliber receivers, my dude. Like I was called cornerbacks. That's not going to happen. If not a tip ball, that pass wasn't going to get completed.
was going to be an interception. Worst case, best case, maybe a tip ball. Luckily, like 0.01 might be a catch. Like
It was like if you on a fourth down trying to come back, you were down like 4 or 5 at that point or 6 points.
I
Like,
don't remember. I
it
wasn't
was a come. You could have came back,
cut off.
man.
Better should have.
What
But
about
back to
you,
the
Steve?
question,
What
I
about
think
you?
Justin Fields, he needs a team around him. Like we saw in the championship, like we saw when Alabama was locking up his receivers, like they lost. They got beat. Like
Alabama, no. I think that's not fair. Alabama is just a different caliber type of football team. Like
they weren't even
the
that good this year.
amount of weapons they have,
Yeah,
it's not fair, bro.
it really
Like,
isn't.
it literally looks like most of these like 5-star college recruits, right? Like, look at these like popping off players right now on both sides, offense and defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good chance they get Alabama. If we think about it, the leading rusher in the league, Derrick Henry, who had
Alabama.
2,000 yard rushing seasons consecutive back to back.
Yeah, nah, he's good. He's great.
Did you know that if he literally rushed, what's it called? All the games he did just in his division, all right?
Yeah,
So against his like
Mhm.
14, and so that's between I think the Jaguars,
Colts, Texans.
the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Just those games, he still would be in the top 5 of rushers in the league.
I mean, that's 6 games.
Like, think about like he has been running all over the NFL.
Yeah.
Alabama. That's Alabama.
Alabama just has talent. Like, not to say Ohio State doesn't, because we've seen Ohio State. Like, the one thing Ohio State does really well is develop safeties and defensive ends.
Not
The
quarterbacks.
Bosa twins,
Not quarterbacks.
they have not had as good quarterback come out of ever. I don't think ever.
Nah, they're all hype in college. That's why people are really questioning about Justin Fields. They're like, is that man about to be a typical OU quarterback? But I mean, OU has running backs too. Like J.K. Dobbins this year has management.
But they're known for defense, like Marshawn Lattimore, Malcolm Jenkins, the Bosa twins. Well, they they're known for their defense.
Yeah, Chase Young look at Chase Young, bro.
Yeah, Chase Young, like DeMatha alum, like he went to my school, bro. Like I know.
Hey, claim the trash too. So do we ask?
I'm claiming him, bro. I don't care. But
like, I mean, I'm being real with you, man. Like,
he needs a team. He can't go to a team that's like he can't go to like if he wants to the Patriots, they might go somewhere because
that's what I've been hearing. Like, if the Patriots, I feel so bad for Cam Newton because he's a good quarterback, but
I don't know about that.
Nah, bro. I just feel like he wasn't accustomed to the play calling they had, bro. Like,
I don't know. I mean, he didn't have an OTA, but you think by like week 8, he'd have the plays down. Like, you've been in
week 1, week 2, he was doing really good.
I mean, rushing. He had more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns. He only had 5.
Like, always been more of a rusher. Like, I mean, look, he's not going to be. He doesn't have the speed to be like a Lamar type of caliber. Granted, I don't think no quarterback in the NFL has a Lamar type of speed right now.
He's more like a run. I'll run you over, and I have the speed to get around you. But like, if I don't, I'm gonna run you over. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, how you said, what's he?
He says he's definitely bigger.
He's definitely 6'4", yeah.
But then again, he had no weapons on that Patriots team, bro. These receivers were drop prone.
I know, but I mean, but they did have the most COVID dropouts. Like, I'd say I don't want to play.
That is true. They had many people like. Yeah,
I think Julian Edelman opted out.
No, he played for a little bit, got injured, but I think he opted out afterwards. Like, like, it just like wasn't consistent with them. Like, it upset me watching it for him. Like, he just looked like he was struggling. Like, I remember, like, I knew they were down bad when they were struggling to beat the Jets.
No, the Jets low-key came out and like the Jets beat the Rams, and the Rams are in the second.
The Browns. And the Browns. I was like, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm like. The Jets could be good. This is why I'm kind of
a good coach. I don't think
their defense wasn't bad, like by any means. Their offense just couldn't score, like at all. And Adam Gase, like, he was being annoying. He started calling timeouts when they were down. Like, he started calling timeouts at 7 seconds left. I'm like, you're losing. And then they got mad. They're like, what are you doing?
The funniest thing is like that man, Greg Williams, again.
Going blitzing in that situation. Play prevent defense, bro.
When you're down like 4 with like seconds left.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't like
so appalled. How does that man still have a job in the NFL? First of all, that man was like, what's it called? That bounty gate where like he paid like people to like take out players on purpose, right?
Yeah, that's stupid.
I guarantee you, if that was a black coach, they would not have a job.
Blackballed. No more jobs. Done.
Speaking of black coaches, why isn't Eric Bieniemy a head coach yet, bro?
He's about to, but like I just think he didn't. Well, one thing about it, he's about to get another ring.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be so real with you. I heard like some sources like while I was reading that like Philadelphia hit up like the Oklahoma University head coach for that. They like
Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley. That is. I'm sorry if I'm Lincoln Riley. First of all, I'm in a division where I'm like number one every single year.
Oklahoma, yeah, but they're not making the
And he's
playoffs.
making $7 million a year.
Who? Oh, Oklahoma. Oh.
Yeah, bro. I would not right now. Cause I feel like it's the temperament is so hot, Philly, bro. Like literally, I feel like my guess would be like one huge major difference, right? I feel like Doug Peterson was trying to stray away from Carson Wentz. I think he wanted to put more of his back. Like he felt more safer with Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong. I told you, Thomas, Jalen Hurts is a baller. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I don't disagree. And you know, like, yo, I'm very passionate about this subject because when Wentz was drafted, I was like, bet. Because golf, I did not want golf. Golf compared to like when I was looking at golf, I was like, yo, like this dude is terrible. But like ever since then, like, yo, first year in the league, he beats the Steelers 33-3.
Yeah.
That and yo, this is a team with Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Big Ben. Like they were all healthy. They played. We beat them. They only scored 3 points with 3 Hall of Famers. They're all Le'Veon Bell, maybe not, but Big Ben and Antonio Brown are going to the Hall of Fame. So this year, he played. He's like, yo, an ACL tear, a back injury. Yo, like these aren't like small like thumb issues. These are some career-ending injuries. Like,
I mean, he just can't stay healthy though.
That's what I'm saying. But he was healthy this year. But why would you draft a quarterback in the drafting a quarterback in the 5th round? That's safety. Nate Sudfeld is a safety backup quarterback, someone you can trust. Josh McCown, Carson Wentz is not worried about Josh McCown taking his starting job. So that's one thing.
Josh McCown was playing in the NFL back when 1 foot in the end zone was a touchdown.
He's still here. He's on our
right? Like he was playing in the end zone when in the NFL he could do 1 foot in that touchdown.
That's what I'm saying.
Back in the day, Josh McCown, bro. Josh McCown, isn't he? He's known for that. When the Cardinals were down and like what's it called?
They came back and won.
They came back in the game winning. Yeah, that's what he's known. That man is old. That man. I mean, I don't know why he's still out here. Sutterfield or whatever that man name was. No respect to him. I mean, but like, old boy, like.
He's not okay. We're not thinking about it. Like, how are you gonna throw him like no warm up, 4th quarter, 3 minutes left?
Peterson put him in there. That's when I was like, yo, he's just giving this game to Washington. He's giving the game to Washington.
Like, yo, like no quarterbacks. He only threw 12 passes. Like, no quarterback's gonna come in here and go 10 for 12.
First of all, this year, like the Eagles online wasn't great.
Well, yeah, we had two people injured on the right side, but
like I'm gonna be real with you. You put him there with like one of the top ranked, what's called D lines in the league.
Yeah, Chase Young.
What's going to happen? Montez Sweat, Chase Young. Like,
they have 4 Alabama defensive people on the line.
Oh, Alabama. Speaking of Washington, that boy Ryan Kerrigan is out.
He's out. He's done.
Yeah, he requested the trade, boy, and then they didn't give it to him. He's probably. I mean, ever since Chase Young and them came in, his role has lessened. I think he wants to go somewhere where he's more valued.
Not even that, but like kind of like a mentor. He might be ring chasing at this point.
I don't blame him. Please give him a ring. Like he's done enough for Washington, bro.
He's like 33. Yeah.
He leaves the franchise. He has a franchise record for sacks.
Yeah, which probably be broken.
That dude has done more than Washington. And then like apparently I was reading that like before the trade deadline ended, right? Seattle was interested.
Mm-hmm. Look where they are.
No. I'm just saying. First of all, great on them firing the offensive coordinator. What the hell? Like I want to be real with you. I respect Russell Wilson, right?
Yeah.
But leaving it to like when it's been seen when Seattle are just all pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't go nowhere, bro. And they're so predictable.
They are. When they have a good running back, like a top 10 running back.
You either throwing a lot, it's going to be deep. And if it's someone deep, it's either what's called Lockett or DK Metcalf. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's all you're doing. And your run game isn't consistent. Chris Carson, he's a good running back, but I mean, like, like nothing excites me from them. Yeah. And I feel like firing the offensive coordinator, that was a good start. But I mean, I feel like now they're probably going to go back because remember when they made their Super Bowl runs, they were run dominant.
Yeah.
So they had who? Marshawn.
They had Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, that's what I say.
And so I feel like, and you got to find you got to beef up that defense, man.
Their defense really sold. Like, I mean, when you think about it, their linebackers, Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright, the only good parts of the team. And
That's
then they
literally
have
the
Shaquille Griffin, and that's
only
it.
remnants of LOB left.
You know what's funny? Their safeties were all pros or Pro Bowlers and something like that. They made the Pro Bowl, I think.
Bro, Bobby Wagner to this day is a dog. Like
Nah.
that man is dangerous. And if he ever like requested a trade,
Yeah.
oh, that is trouble for Seattle, man.
Nah, but like for real though, Seattle after week 13, their whole team just like they didn't play the same.
People figured them out, but they're so predictable. I'm saying, like,
Mhm.
bro, like it's gonna be like if like, because look, if you just want to pass, right, and
Yeah.
you're seeing like Lockett and what's it called, and DK Metcalf don't do well in zone,
Yeah.
really don't, and their run game isn't consistent, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Get there. That's what I gotta do. Like, and then, but when it comes to like, uh, what's it called? Like, that's what the offensive coordinator is horrible. But like, back when they had like Marshawn Lynch and they kept running it, and then they had yards, so you had to resort to some type of man to stop the run, right? Or bring
Yeah.
more men in. That's when you can throw a deep one. And, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think for real, the firing of the offensive coordinator in Seattle is going to lead to probably because Pete Carroll was more a defensive coach back at USC.
Yeah. He's always been a defensive coach.
Yeah, so I feel like what they're gonna do is they're gonna resort more back to the run game or like how they were back then. I don't think Seattle's still gonna be a contender. Always. I feel like
I mean, but here's the thing.
mm.
Cardinals are on to come up. They went 8-8 after going 4-12 the year before.
And they just literally lost contention game. Their game was contention.
That's what I'm saying. So like they're gonna get better, and they almost did make the playoffs this year, anyways. But the Rams are always gonna be good in that division simply because Sean McVay just I don't know brings out something in Jared Goff that he never gets by himself.
Product of Washington.
So and low-key, the 49ers could be competitive. Like they had
the 49ers were just
so many injuries this year.
But no, here's the thing though. They lost Robert Saleh. I mean, y'all saw that, right? He signed the deal with the Jets.
They lost him, but like when you think about it, like the pieces are still there.
Last year, do you not remember last year that 49er defense was nasty?
It was. I mean, like, think about it. They're still gonna be good. Like they have Bosa, they have Fred Warner. Like they have the pieces are still there. I just think that
but like
once they get there, everyone.
I feel like you need the coach out there who's gonna like bring it out in them. You know, like any coach like you need a defensive coach. Like literally, I'll never forget. Like they were playing playing Washington like not this year but the year before, right?
Yeah.
And I remember it was a rainy game. It was a hell of a rainy game, right? It was like And then that's when this dude Robert Saleh was like getting lit with his defensive players. Like he was like a player coach, you know what I mean? Like you need someone like that, I felt, to bring it out in them. Because like again, that year when like that Super Bowl when they made it, nasty, bro.
Yeah. Nah, they were. I mean, they were beating the Chiefs. They had a 14-point lead, so I mean, they had to be good enough to stop Patrick Mahomes, the NFL's poster child. So
it was Tyreek. See, like everything was back then. I don't hate him. He's so exciting, but like now that like we want to Ravens now and all that, right?
Yeah.
It's just very paranoid knowing that like it's possible. Like if like for instance we got the Bills this week. If we beat the Bills, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I trust Jimmy Smith? No, I don't. Marcus Peters, maybe. Marlon Humphrey, low-key, I'm scared because that man, what's it called? AJ Smith gave Marcus Humphrey the work.
Yeah.
And Tyreek Hill is way faster.
All right. Because this podcast is going over like 50 minutes now, the last thing we're going to do is Rams playing the Packers, Ravens playing the Bills, Browns at Chiefs, Buccaneers at Saints. Let's pick our score prediction. Neb, you go first. Rams and Packers.
Hey man, you going to Lambeau in the cold, you're not gonna come out on top. I'm sorry. Yeah. I definitely see Devontae Adams working that secondary. Maybe not Jalen. Now, if he's assigned, Jalen Ramsey is assigned to him all game. That's different, right?
Yeah. But, it's probably gonna happen.
But if that's not the case, I see him scoring at least a touchdown. I mean, I think it's gonna be heavily one-sided, but I'm gonna go like maybe I'm gonna say 41-27.
I think it's gonna be close because the Packers, the thing is in the playoffs, they be staling sometimes, like in the at least in recent years. So if they can't get a run game going with Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams, and if Aaron Rodgers is throwing duds or like he's just making bad reads, the Rams could sneak past. I don't see them doing it. I just think Aaron Rodgers is having too good of a year this year. So I'm gonna say like 35-28 or like 35-31, something close like that. but it's not gonna be like a blowout on either side. If they do, I'm gonna be kind of surprised. Like the Rams defense is just too. I don't see Aaron Donald letting up any big rushes from
Yeah,
Aaron Jones.
he did say he's healthy. He did say he's good to go.
Yo, he's
Remember
playing. Like he wasn't.
rib cage.
He has. If he had a torn ACL, he's playing. It's Aaron Donald. Like Superman.
Yeah, I mean, they call him the Terminator. So I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
I want to see him do well. Steve, your prediction?
Steve?
I'm more with Thomas on this one. It's gonna be like a closer game, but I feel like Aaron Rodgers is gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
MVP caliber year, he's definitely gonna do his thing.
This man, I mean, he's playing like he's a youngin' man. Like he's a bad
man. Yeah. All right. What's it called? Browns and Chiefs. I really don't like the Browns could sneak out. Like again, there's always the could, but like the Chiefs I just don't see them losing. Like the Browns defense let Big Ben drop 37 with Juju, Corbett Schuster, and Chase Claypool. So what are they gonna let Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and Mecole Hardman and Sammy Watkins and Clyde Howard? Like, yo, like I could keep going. Le'Veon Bell, like they just have too many. I just see them winning like 50 something to like 20. Like it's not gonna be close.
Why you, Steve?
Me, yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go Chiefs too. I low-key want the Browns to win, underdog.
Yeah.
I'd
rather not see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl. Like I just don't like seeing the same people in the Super Bowl. Like when Curry and like finals every year with LeBron, I hated it for 5 years straight. I saw the same thing over and over again every year.
Yeah.
So I like if the
with the
Browns
Patriots
and like the Rams got to the Super Bowl, I'm watching that. It's gonna be wild, but I don't know.
Okay.
I'll be real with you. For me, man, that would be exciting as hell. Like the Browns to make it a game.
Yeah.
I think for a second I know they got like Denzel Ward, like they're second back, who's one of their safeties.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's like questionable. Like he probably might return this game. I mean, although it might help, I don't think that's going to be enough to stop the fourth of the Chiefs. Like again, that offensive mind of Eric Bieniemy, who I feel like should be head coach at the end of this year.
He probably is. I mean, he didn't make Patrick Mahomes, but he definitely had some.
I think Eagles should reach out to him. He played for Philly.
He did. I know.
So let him. So what's it called? Like I don't know, but I gotta be realistic here. As much as I love an underdog story, right? I love seeing them, right?
Yeah.
I gotta be realistic, man. I think it'll start out close, right?
Yeah. I mean,
how did Alabama Ohio State game was like in the beginning,
Yeah, it was close until like the second half.
Then it was a blowout.
Yeah.
That's how it's gonna lead to. Yeah, I definitely got Chiefs, man. I'm probably think a score maybe like 24, 45, 42, something like that. It's gonna be one-sided. Like,
yeah.
I hate to
All
see
right.
it.
Ravens and Bills. Nev, go. This is your team. I want you to talk for
Come on, man. The flock. We got the flock, man. I don't want to say full confidently because I know that like a lot of things have to go right because Josh Allen thrives under blitzing. When you blitz him, that's what he got his best. And Martindale, our defensive coordinator, is a blitz mastermind. So I feel like you have to throw different looks at him, confuse him up.
Yeah.
And I'm also confident because the Bills have a great passing defense. In the zone, Carlos Hyde and Tre'Davious White are not to be messed with. Like those men are like pig machines.
Yeah.
But I feel like they suck at covering the run, and the Ravens have the number one run offense in the league.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that quick feet Lamar and J.K. Dobbins get something going, and we still got a dub at our Orchard Park. But I feel like it's not going to be one-sided. It's going to be a real close game. But
yeah.
I think if I have to pick, I would literally say something like 27, 28, 25, 26, like really close. Like I think it might come down to our boy Justin Tuck.
He saves the day for y'all like half the time. Not going to y'all.
We would not be what was that Cleveland game. Literally, he got out the way for us. Yeah, that's my prediction.
If I had to pick a score and just like me, here's the thing: if Stephon Diggs has over 150 receiving yards, y'all lost. I just hope you know that. Like if he goes for 150, he's not losing. Yeah, Josh Allen has been lighting it up this year. I'm sorry, he's like Lamar. With all due respect, he was playing good. Second half, first half of the season, I would not trust Lamar. The first half, y'all were like negative. Were y'all negative? Like 5-4? I don't know, but y'all were not good first half of the season. Here's the thing: the Bills have a better quarterback, better receivers. Like, I mean, I don't even know the Ravens receivers like that, but better O-line. Like, their offense is better. Defensively, they're not bad, but I would still take the Ravens D. But like I said, if their offense explodes like the way they did against who they beat last week, the Colts.
Bills, they beat the Colts. It was that's the thing though. I feel like the Colts, like, their defense is decent, right?
It's it's nothing special, but
And
it's
then that offense isn't that great either, but they put numbers on them. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Because, like, look, like, Naeem Taylor on them, we're just running on them boys.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, so, and, like, I can guarantee you, like, our run game is way better than the Bills. That's why I'm seeing hope. And I mean, like, I feel like the Ravens defense is on right now. It's on a momentum. Like, it's going off. Like, holding that boy Derrick Henry to 40 yards the whole game of 19 touches.
Yeah.
That's a big momentum wave you ride in. Like, everyone's healthy. Like, I feel like why we weren't that good. Remember, we had like that COVID blow. We had probably one of the worst in the league.
Yeah, no, I peeped that.
Fourth of our team was out, man. Like, and then right now we got Yannick Ngakoue and we got Calais Campbell back. We got Derek Wolf. Bro, that's a nice setup right now. And, like, especially like stopping the run, I feel like, I mean, what Singletary, he's a good running back. And I also have to watch out for who, like, Josh Allen himself running out there, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good game.
I'm taking Bills. You taking You taking Ravens?
I'm also taking Bills.
Yeah,
I'm taking Bills.
I want to see the Bills do good because, like, I've seen them go through Tyrod Taylor, Geno Smith is on. He's on the Jets, but Tyrod Taylor, Nathan Petterman, like, like, they've had too much, and now, like, the 1 year that they get a good 45 touchdowns, 9 picks, that's amazing.
Oh no, it's going to be a shootout for sure. Like, I don't like. Go
ahead.
I feel like they got hold last year. I mean, they didn't get hold, but, like, they played who they played, the Texans.
Oh yeah.
No,
bro. The Texans is different. That man, Deshaun Watson, been making a mediocre, horrible team look great.
Yeah, no,
exactly.
That's all him.
That's the next episode. We'll talk about all that.
The defense has been historically bad. The offensive line, like, if you see every play, he's having to scramble, and he makes it happen.
That's pretty much like most of his career. Like, he's been doing that, like, since, like, he got drafted. Like, have you ever peeped any Lamar Jackson clips? He's always running for his life. Like, it's actually hilarious, like, how often he has to, like, just run, like, for fear.
Deshaun is amazing. But all right, next game.
But okay, last game, Bucks and Saints.
Old head battle, man.
Yeah, this is the battle of the, like,
pocket passing game in the world. So uneventful.
I know.
2 old white men pocket passing back and forth.
These are, like, I think they're majority white players too. I think the Bucks have a little more, but, like, the Saints are pretty much white. Like,
I mean, the funny thing is, isn't, like, I read something that was like a combined age of the quarterback 85, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, like,
you saw what they posted on Twitter?
Yeah, the old head.
Oh yeah. Tom Brady posted that joke. He was.
You know the funniest thing? If they actually started rushing this game and it was actually a battle of the Russian QBs.
Oh my god,
that would be hilarious.
Somebody's getting injured. Somebody's getting injured for John.
If Tom Brady loses,
someone is retiring that night. Hold up, what? If I have to pick, I'm putting my money on the Saints.
I'm gonna take.
There we go.
The Saints defense, they're real. Like,
it's on fire right now, man.
They're like, if they play the way they're supposed to, they're dropping maybe less than 21 points on defense or on offense for the Bucks.
And the thing is, like, what's it called? Drew Brees has been, like, this year has been way more active than Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So I'm like, I think what's it called? Let me give you a scenario. What do you think happens? Do you think who do you think will score more touchdowns in this game? Throwing will be Tom Brady.
Oh, Tom Brady for sure.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady could probably play for 2 more years without, like, heavily regretting.
Yeah. I'm saying who would throw more touchdowns tonight in that game?
Oh, for sure. What's his face?
I'm saying Drew.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, I go Drew.
I'm thinking Drew, man. I'm thinking.
What do you think, Drew over Tom? I'm thinking, like, in terms of pure strength and athletic ability, Tom Brady is way more physically in his prime. Not prime, but, like, compared to Drew Brees at least.
I mean, Drew Brees still recovering from ribs breaking, bro, and he's still doing it.
Tom Brady's been through it. Like, he just doesn't, like, he just wouldn't say anything, but he's been through, like, these injuries.
Oh no, and I mean that 1 year he tore his ACL in week 1.
That's what I'm saying.
The year after they lost Super Bowl, week 1, I remember he tore his ACL, and they put that dude Matt Castle in, and they lost and went 0-1.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was that one.
Biggest move, like, it was breaking on ESPN. Breaking news. Picture 0-1. I don't care.
I think it was his Achilles too. That's a funny thing.
Yeah. So, like, what's it called? Like, the thing I'm saying is, like, I'm thinking that night, Drew Brees coming in there. Isn't the Super Bowl at Tampa too, right?
Yeah. So, like, it's like, I already know they're gonna do something.
I think they're like, they would be the first team to have Super Bowl at their own home.
Yeah.
That far. But nah, I'm thinking.
I remember Minnesota was about to be the first one the year that we won Super Bowl, but then they kind of sold that.
No, but I'm saying right now, I'm really thinking Drew Brees will have a night because I feel like again, look, the defense of the Bucks is questionable. You
It
let
is very secondary, especially.
and you let dude in Taylor Heineke put numbers on you.
Their front seven is tough. Like for the Bucks.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is secondary, man. And like I'm telling you, when you let Breeze have time, unlike Big Ben, unlike Lamar, unlike other these quarterbacks, right?
He'll dot you up.
When he has time, he will slice and dice your defense. Bro.
Yo, like this was like a down year for Drew Brees in terms of accuracy. He still completed like over 75% of his passes.
This dude watching him struggle, he's annihilated them in struggle.
And that's supposed to be like one of the best defenses ever. Like Khalil Mack and all them boys. Like if they had a better coach, like that defense is never giving up a point.
If they re-sign Mitchell Trubisky, I think Chicago fans should boycott the whole team. If they re-sign Mitchell Trubisky, that man has been a failure year after year after year. Like I don't know. I don't think he knows we're playing football. I'm sorry.
Mr. Trubisky? I don't think he's too bad. Like no. I've honestly seen worse.
When I see him when I see him mess up, I'm like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
it's just been year after year the same product.
He's expected to be Superman, and I'm not saying Mr. Trubisky's like terrible, but he's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Aaron Rodgers. Like
Chicago should fire the whole front office. You know that they passed on Patrick Mahomes, right?
They did. To take Mitch Trubisky, they took him 3rd or 5th overall. But anyway, I got this. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I think I want them to, and 2, I just think they got the defense to be in the play. Like in the playoffs, if your defense is not like set, you're losing. It's just how it works.
I mean, we've seen it time and time again. When it's best offense, best defense prevails. Yeah. I think in my life, I've only seen a couple games where the offense prevails over the defense. Like,
the only offense that I can remember being like dominant enough to get over a bad defense was the Chiefs when they won last year, and that defense was terrible. Like honestly, like there's not a good player I can point and be like, yeah, he's tough. You feel me?
No, the Chiefs defense had its moments, but no.
Yeah, Tyrann Mathieu, which was like it.
I mean, I would say Bashar Bill nice too.
He was all right, but like as a whole, the unit was like bottom 25, like 25, like 26, like ranked as in like number.
Think about last season, though, I'm bringing this up is when around the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
I just remember how Jimmy Garoppolo really dubbed him and the 49ers dubbed the NFC Championship game with the Packers.
Yeah. Packers beat the Doonies down on them.
He only threw 9 tackles the whole game. That dude Raheem Mostert ran for yardage on him. Like I remember watching that game and it was just like, bro, it's a run play. Stop it! Like it was just frustrating. Like it was like go 10 yards, go 15 yards, go. I'm like, y'all don't know what happened next. They could throw any type of formation that it's gonna be a run.
They knew, like, yo, that defense was legit. Like, one of the best defenses ever assembled. You feel me?
Yeah. And, I mean, I'm telling you, they're losing the head coach of that. Like, I look, by the way, if we just add this real quick, I would say a head coach vacancy that I would want to stay away from. If I'm a head coach going into, right, I'm staying away from Philly. I feel like that is probably one of the most.
Staying away from who?
Philly. That's the icky situation.
I would stay away. I would stay from Houston because they don't even have a 1st round pick. Like it's bad.
Oh, Houston is just a whole. That's a whole other thing. Like
who has a 1st round pick? The Dolphins.
I think if Deshaun Watson leaves, that would be the ideal destination for him.
He should leave.
Like they were talking about.
But I think Miami would be a nice destination
because Miami has like the 18th pick. So like what I heard was they were gonna trade Tua and the 18th pick that they had.
I feel bad for that boy Tua.
For Deshaun Watson, like
horrible situation, man.
Okay,
wasting a young career. But I mean, look, like you really don't care about your franchise quarterback. When he was like, let's interview Eric Bieniemy for the head coaching job.
Yeah,
and they go, who? Oh, we need to interview him. Like. And he's like, I need more weapons. And they're like, yeah, I know you need more weapons, but DeAndre Hopkins is a weapon. And then trade him off for an injury running back. And then like losing key wide receivers. And then
they traded. I don't know why you trade DeAndre Hopkins for a 2nd round.
I did what's it called? Will Fuller contract ends, and he was like saying we need him back. And they're like, I don't know. Did we really? Like, no. If I'm Deshaun Watson, hop out of there. Miami's defense is slowly climbing. I think Xavier Howard, the cornerback, right, was PFF's highest rated quarterback this year, right? That man in man coverage is a dog.
Who?
What's it called? I think Xavier Howard. Miami.
Oh, we'll talk about him next time because I have something to say about him.
Oh, also, wait, we talking about the cornerback, right? It's called. Drew Brees gonna have his work cut out for him when he got to do what they do man to man with Jair Alexander, bro. That man.
If like let's say he gets to that point though, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Jair Alexander should have been eating, bro. Like
him and Jalen Ramsey probably like top. What's it called?
If I would put like in the playoffs right now, top cornerbacks, right?
Yeah.
Or top DBs and safeties, I would definitely put Jair Alexander. I'll put like Jalen Ramsey, right?
Yeah.
Jair Alexander, and then Tre'Davious White.
Tre'Davious White. I put Tre'Davious White. I think is more of a lockdown than Jair. I think people forget like how important he was to the Bills getting to the playoffs.
I think the thing is though, like he strives in zone. I think
Tre'Davious White is a man corner. They'll play zone and they'll man him up against your best receiver.
But I feel like during man though, I think Jalen Ramsey will outdo him. Same with Jair.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I feel like they're better man corners. But the thing is, like, when you don't get targeted, like Jalen Ramsey and Tre'Davious White are like the corners that don't get targeted. Like Xavier Howard, the quarterbacks just don't care. They don't respect. They'll throw it to him, which is why he gives up more yards, but he has more takeaways. You feel me? Jalen Ramsey and Darrell Revis, like corners like that, they won't have as many interceptions because no one really wants to like throw it their way. But they'll be better corners simply because they lock down a whole side of the field.
Bro, like the amount of times I've seen Miami run cover zero, right?
Yeah.
And be successful. That says something because like how locked down at least he is in that front is.
Yeah.
Because cover zero, that means you have no safety help.
No,
if that man burns you.
And the Bills have what's it called? The safeties to help.
Oh no, Carlos Hyde, what's it called? And,
Micah Hyde.
Oh my god, Micah Hyde.
Jordan Poyer. Like those are some elite company. Like I don't know. Like Micah Hyde, he was with Green Bay and like he was cooking. Like he was eating. And then he came to Bills with Jordan Poyer. Yo, that probably one of the best zone like safety duos I've ever seen in my life. Like Kane was not like he was not a zone like corner or safety. He was more like he was like a Jamal Adams, but I feel like he could play better. What's it called? Coverage. But at the same time,
like Baltimore got their work cut off. This ain't gonna be me. Obviously, like, look, that Tennessee game, bro. I'm just saying that put a stamp on them. That let them know that they real. Like right now, I feel like they're on a whole sissy and win streak, and like even though granted, like I think one of the games were, and I mean 2 of the games were like what's called were gimmies with like the Giants and the what's called the Jaguars, right?
Yeah.
The rest though, like I mean the Cowboys too.
Yeah.
But like what's it called? Like, but I'm saying like that Tennessee game, I mean that was a staple. Like
if Derrick Henry rushes for more than 100 yards, you're probably not winning that game.
I love the way that Calais Campbell, Derek Wolf, and it's called Yannick and Ngakoue like were in the backfield every single time. Like literally, that man would be 2 steps to take him out. Someone's in his lap.
Like they just made like I feel like if they did a better job of getting to the receivers better, like Ryan Tannehill, like Tannehill can throw like even with the Dolphins.
Tannehill got exposed. Look, I'm be real with you. I think I'm gonna take a book out of my man Stephen A. Smith, friend of the podcast. I'm gonna take out of his book. What's it called? That dude. I mean, he had decent years, but like that was that last pick. Right, I loved it. That one was amazing for us for Baltimore, obviously.
Yeah.
Man read the whole thing wrong. I don't know. Number one, Marcus Peters is a great corner.
Yeah.
Why test him? I don't know. With a rookie receiver in that moment, if he looked up, AJ Brown had beat Jimmy Smith off the line.
Yeah.
Like that was probably house tied game, probably OT. Like that read was so atrocious for us. If I was Tennessee fan, I'd be like in my feelings.
I don't know. But this joint is 65 minutes long. Jesus Christ.
But wait, let me ask y'all one question.
All right.
How did y'all feel when after that pick happened, when the Tennessee Titans of Baltimore, when they won the logo and had their celebration? I personally loved it. I was able.
I didn't see. I saw it on your story.
I literally watched the game up until right before they took the pick.
Really?
Yeah, I left the house. I left the house while the game was on, like right
I'm
before they
dead.
took the play.
Like, I mean, like, I'm be real with you. Like, that's what they get. They came to Baltimore.
They did it on y'all earlier in the season, right?
They stopped on our logo, and then like they were trying to say we do off the whole game. No, they wanted the competition because after that little boy Malcolm Butler. Yep, I said boy. I want all the smoke. That little boy Malcolm Butler came and started cussing out our coach. And then so when we do it, I really don't like want to hear it. And then like after that game, they went. Remember went to overtime and they won with Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Like you after that, what's it called? They didn't want to shake our hands. They left. So Lamar and them did the same thing.
I know, yeah.
Oh, they want to shake hands. I think like, hey, like you deserved it. Each his own. You deserved it. Like it happened.
Yeah, like you get what you get. Like, yo, same thing with Juju. Like, yo, he's someone like unclassly, whatever, like Menamin, like, yo.
Don't shut up, bro.
You reap what you sow.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
Like,
I'm saying this right now. Check Hateful. Join us on this podcast right now. I'm talking to you.
I'll tag him on YouTube. Be like, yo, TikTok stars.
Join us on here, and let's talk about classless men.
Exactly.
Yo, that's what our logo is talking about. Hey, you remember Eric Ebron talking about we want a nice hotel and we go to Super Bowl?
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Like they were making TikToks, yo. Like imagine losing.
They really were talking like they were like the best team. Do you all think Mike Thomas lose a job or no?
Mike Thomas, what?
Mike Thomas, you think he should lose a job or no?
Oh, Tomlin? No. Like, yo, he can't be blamed for them losing like that many. What's it called? Games in a row.
I think I bet you on the defensive end, they have so much talent. Like,
yeah,
Patrick, easy top 10.
Who? Patrick who?
Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Minkah? Yeah, for sure.
Easy top 10, bro. Right, easy. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I think that's about it for today.
That's about it for today.
All right, hey, come out next week. Check us out. Hopefully, my collection's all right. Close remarks, everybody.
Please
go flop. Go flop. We gotta get it.
What?
Go flop. We got it. Go flop. We got this.
Oh my God! Look at him self-promoting.
Hey, don't hate, bro. Hey, bro. If we win the Super Bowl this year, right?
Yeah.
I'll buy our dinner one night.
You say you're buying us what?
I'll buy our dinner one night.
All right, bet. Say less.
That's it.
Hey, we'll all wear Ravens jerseys to the dinner too.
Say less. I ain't buying Ravens jerseys. I gotta call Ravens jerseys.
I'll buy a Ravens jersey.
Bro, get that. Be a believer, bro. Get that 8 on you, bro. Amar is like, bro, that man is definitely, he gets a lot of hate, but I think he's easily top 10 quarterback.
Who?
Lamar.
Oh, okay.
He gets a lot of hate, but I think he's easily top 10.
Top 10. He was never out of the top 10. He might still be in the top 5, to be honest. Like,
I think like when it comes to like top 5, you could make arguments to other people, right?
Yeah.
Like you definitely gonna put like the Patrick Mahomes up there. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes.
It's just Tom Brady aren't top 5 in my opinion, not anymore at least.
I mean, like I would probably only one person I might put above him would be Josh Allen because of how like active in this.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah.
So I mean, like top 6, he'd probably be in my top. I'm a Ravens fan, but I'm not realistic. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's the best quarterback in the league. He still makes some bad reads. Like that one.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, like again, like I said,
was so atrocious.
He's more like again, like I'm not saying he's a running back playing what's it called, quarterback, but like he is a way better runner than he is a passer.
Oh no, for sure. But I will tell you this: like I've seen like over the years, we've seen his passing like
improve. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and like
when we were like that last drive, he had that one sidearm throw to tight end. That throw was so risky, bro. Because the linebacker dove for it.
Had to be perfect.
My heart was in my throat. Oh. But that was a nice throwing ball. Like, look, like he's like I say give him another like 2 years, right? That boy will be a threat in both throwing and running.
Yeah, I don't know. Only time will tell. You feel me? Like.
Yeah, but I mean, the Ravens got a good front office culture.
Y'all just gotta keep drafting good. Like, I mean, y'all are getting a little old. Feel me?
No, but I think defense is coming up. Like Marlon Humphrey, great pickup. Great pickup. What's it called? The O line, Ronnie Stanley. We were missing Ronnie Stanley.
Oh yeah, he did tears or something.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, but like, look, I promise you, that man is an amazing O line.
Yeah, no, he's great. He's like top 5.
Bro, for sure, top 5. But like. We just gotta like look, early in the season we had injuries and then COVID.
Yeah.
That's why we were down bad. That's why, like,
It'll be a different season next year with like a full off season and stuff like that.
Yeah.
time to going on. But yeah, all right, fellas.
All right, fellas. Tune back in next week. Try and get this out once a week. You feel me? Depending on our schedules.
I enjoyed this.
Sir.
All y'all who said it's too much football, I just feel like it's only right till the Super Bowl happens.
I'm sharp. Yeah, like yo, I know it's basketball season and all, but just wait. Just give us a little bit. Be basketball season, everything in the flow. We'll be getting into the finals, playoffs, trade deadline. We get into all that.
And then we're gonna talk about NHL. So.
All right, but don't get crazy now. I say all that, but like not playing. But tune in next time.
Peace.